disillusioned with college. I have been talking to a lot of people, and I have really come to find that a lot of people have been very disillusioned with the university, with college. I think part of it has just become this huge thing where a lot of people felt like there were so many promises, there were so many things that they were told were going to happen for them because of college. And now people are more disillusioned, I think, than ever because they're graduating from college, they're graduating from universities, and they're going, where's that job I was promised? Where's all of the prosperity that I was promised? How is it that college has prepared me for life? And a lot of people are feeling like college did not prepare me for life. It did not help me become more successful. And they're still finding out that the majority of things that they really needed to know came as a result of their own grit, their own studies, their own activities after they got out of college. College wasn't nearly as beneficial as they thought it was going to be. Not only that, a lot of them come out with all of this student debt. They're kind of going, I was not only pushed forward in my life and career and everything else, but rather I left college with chains on. They weren't moving forward at a faster speed. They were held down. They were held down and grinded into the ground. And then they're going like, what happened? What happened? And I think disillusioned is one of the perfect words for it. It's one of the perfect words for it because they go in with this mentality and expectation that is really high. They're expecting all sorts of great things to come out of college. One of them that used to be, people were getting married coming out of college, but now people are waiting till 30. So they don't have spouses to look forward to as much. They don't have this great education to look forward to as much. They're getting out of school, not finding the job that they thought that they were going to find it as quickly, and racked with all this debt. The college dream is broken for so many people today. And I think today it is really time for people to wake up and see college for what it is. And I think it's so important. I'm not saying that college is wrong for every single person out there. But what I am saying is that people should look good and hard before making that decision to go to college, to spend all of this money. Like, why are you spending 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, $300,000 on a university degree when they don't even know what it's going to do for them? It doesn't necessarily leave them with a guaranteed job out of school. Like, what are we doing it for? And the thing is that so many students, they're not even taught about ROI before going into school, return on investment. And then they're making these massive decisions without knowing at all what they're going to get out of it. They're promised like, okay, well, but you'll get the college experience. What is the college experience? Why is it good? Why should you get it? It's like, well, you'll get more life experience. You'll get all of these experiences of what? Partying, getting drunk, hanging out with friends, getting to be free, financial freedom. I remember reading an article that literally said, well, college helps teach you financial responsibility because you go off to school by yourself and you get a credit card so you can use credit. I thought that was insane. Using a credit card teaches you financial responsibility? Like, okay, sure, you're independent. Yeah, so you have the opportunity for being financially responsible. You also have the opportunity to be completely financially irresponsible. Giving opportunities does not teach you in and of itself. And the mere fact of going to college doesn't teach you to be responsible either. Right? Somebody actually needs to lead you or guide you or grow you. And today, why is it that college is the only thing that can do that? Isn't the information readily available? I think it's become more and more apparent to more people because, dude, half the guys I know anyway, once they're out of college, are they actually using most of the information they learned in school? No. They're still learning everything on Google or through some other means. The on-the-job training, that's where they're actually learning most of their information. And I think more and more people are waking up to that, and they're just kind of going, why did I spend 4 years, 6 years, 7 years of my life in school? And I've looked at some of the numbers, and the truth is that, yeah, college has like a 50% dropout rate, and then it has like another 50% of people that change their majors. So what was going to be a 4-year degree has all of a sudden become a 6-year, 7-year degree. So you're not just paying for 4 years of school, you're paying for 6 years for a 4-year degree. Again, why is that a good ROI? Why is that a good return on investment? And why should you do it? And not to mention, heck, college there, it teaches you lots and lots of facts in so many classes today. They're not teaching you how to think. And today, everyone already knows half the answers that, they're asking you on these exams and tests. You can just Google it. Why do I need to memorize that information if it's readily accessible on my phone? It's like, guess what? The high school student can look up exactly the same info that I can. Almost everybody can just say, oh, hey Siri, or, calling on Google, okay, Google, tell me this or that. I think it's such a waste of people's time and energy in so many contexts. And the whole point is this. Take a good, hard look. Why are you going to college? What is it there for? How can you benefit? You need experiences? Okay, for $40,000, I can show you a great experience. You can travel all of Europe for $40,000. You can do all sorts of exciting things. You can learn other languages, you can meet other cultures, and I think you will learn a ton from that. And what's even more, you could go ahead and get a job. Go ahead and join a small job. This is the other thing that I think is so terrible. Like, so many friends, so many people I know, why are they disillusioned with college? Because they spent all of this money for a degree that they've never used a day after they graduated. Not a single day after they graduated. Like, oh yeah, I have a degree and I've got a decently paying job, but none of the stuff I learned in college was for that. I'm not using any of the information that I studied. Okay, exactly. So then why did you need it to begin with? Now I understand. Some people have requirements. Oh, you have to have a degree for this job. You have to do this. But I think you will very much find that more and more companies, they're going away from that. Because they want people who can think for themselves, who can solve problems. And there are so many other things. If you have work experience, right? What is one of the other dreaded things that people hear? Oh, graduated college. Like, yeah, I just want to apply for this job. It's like, great. Do you have any experience? Well, the obvious question, how do I get experience? How do I get experience? It's like, oh, well, we're not willing to hire you if you don't have experience. Okay, well, how do I get experience if you won't hire me? You won't hire me if I don't already have it. Where was I supposed to get all this experience? Now, obviously, you could always start at a low-level base job, right? And work your way up. Because you know what? Even if you start at McDonald's, guess what? You have experience. Even if you work in basic retail or sales or anything, it's like, yeah, I have customer relations experience. I have this experience. I have that experience. Those are experiences. And not only do you not have to pay for those experiences, they will actually pay you to have those experiences, to grow in those avenues. So, why are you going to college? Do you feel like it was everything they promised you? I would suggest that most people are waking up and coming to the conclusion that it was not everything that they were promised. And I think more people need to hear, before they go to school, all of the reasons you should and should not go to college. I think that there are a whole list of candidates that it's like, no, college is not right for you. The number of students, everyone just goes to college because that's what they're told to do. And that's what they're told to do by people who love them and care for them and have looked after them. That's good, and I trust many of the people that love me in my life. And I trust what they say. But sometimes those people who love you and care about you, they want the best for you, but they don't actually know what is best for you. They might have the best for you in mind and at their core and at their heart, but they haven't reasoned through, done the research, looked at, they just assume that college is the way to go. And I think that's becoming less and less true every single day. I say it all the time these days, college has never been less relevant than today. It used to be that college degree was the thing, and I think for multiple reasons in the old days, it was the thing. It was really, really good. The education you got was good. But you know what? Today, the education you get is antiquated. It's out of date. So much of the information, even because obviously we live in the information age, information is changing so much. Textbooks that were 10 years old, they've changed. The answers in those textbooks have changed. And I've listened to more and more people looking to hire people, and they're seriously wondering about hiring college grads. They actually don't want some of those college grads anymore. Why? Because college grads aren't coming out knowing how to solve problems. They're coming out knowing how to do exactly what they are told to do. And that's not what the employer's looking for. They're looking for someone to solve problems. I don't need you to do exactly what I tell you to do. I need you to handle this problem and solve it for me. But you know what? There weren't a lot of things in college that I was actually instructed to figure something out or come up with a new solution that nobody had come up with. I was often told hey, look, I need you to solve these problems this way. I need you to learn it and do it the way that I tell you to do it. Not, hey, can you just figure this out? They have a certain agenda in mind, and that is not training people and preparing them for the outside world. So, are you disillusioned? And how can we help spread information and get good information into the hands of other people who are looking to make some of the biggest decisions of their lives, right? My cousin borrowed $100,000 for school. $100,000. Back in the day, you could pretty much buy a house with that. Multiple cars. What big decisions we are asking 18-year-olds to make without even giving them enough information. How can we tell people to make some of the biggest decisions that will affect the rest of their life at a time when they're extremely vulnerable, extremely unknowledgeable, and they have no idea what they actually want to do with their life? If you don't know what you want to do with your life, then why are you investing so much time and energy into something that you may never, ever use a day in your life? Think carefully, pay attention, and understand what it is you're getting yourself into. And for all of us that it's already been way too late for, encourage the next generation to understand what a college degree means and what it means to invest in their future.